If you're not seeing your manifestation yet, it's not because it's not working. It's because you're still being the version of yourself who doesn't have it. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to reverse that and how to easily start thinking like the version who has your desire so you can be that version of yourself. From there, your manifestations will automatically come in. So you can think of manifesting like this. There truly are infinite versions of you. And what that means is there are ways that you think about yourself and your life and your relationships. And that can be a lot of different ways, but whatever way that you currently think about yourself, that is what you end up seeing in your 3D reality. So if you constantly have thoughts about how your relationship isn't working out, what are you experiencing in your reality? A relationship that's not working out. If you constantly feel like you aren't good enough or like you're not worthy or you're lacking self-confidence, what's the reality experience? The reality in which you are lacking self-confidence. This equation works for every possible version of you, no matter what it is, what you are dominantly thinking and therefore feeling and experiencing yourself as, that's what your life is like. It's a mirrored reflection of your inner world. Now, the dilemma is most people come to manifesting and they try to change their thoughts and they try to become a new version of themselves. But that trying just indicates that you're not her yet. So this creates a problem, right? Because when you're not being the version of you who has your desire, you don't create a matching reality of your desires. That's okay though, because something will happen in your manifesting process where you actually stop trying and you start actually feeling like what you are affirming. You start actually feeling like what you are envisioning. But it takes that practice, it takes that repetition to finally get there. So how do you make the trying of manifesting stop and really move into the version of you that starts actually believing your affirmations, starts feeling like you do have the things you desire? There's two things I want you to focus on. The first thing I want you to do is find 1 to 3 very simple affirmations that you can start telling yourself repetitively. And I don't mean you need to be obsessively telling yourself this 24/7, but I do want you to start telling a new story about who you are. So for example, if you're manifesting a relationship, and what you really want is a relationship, then you need to start telling yourself, I love being in this relationship. I love being so taken care of. I love feeling cherished and adored. Pick those affirmations that really affirm I am already in the relationship. You don't have to say I'm already in the relationship. It can be a little more creative than that, but pick some affirmations that are implying I love being in this relationship. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is anytime you find your mind starting to wander into, I'm not in the relationship, where are they? I feel so alone. You have to start catching yourself and kind of implanting a new thought. That's a weird word, but it's actually true. You have to start redirecting from the old story of you into the new story. There's no other way around this. This is really mind work where you are choosing the thoughts, choosing to think like the version of you who has your desire. Like anything else, this process becomes easier and easier with time. The more you are thinking the thoughts of the version of you who has your desire, the more you start feeling truly like that version of you, the more you start believing that your manifestation is going to come, and then the faster it comes. In this way, manifesting is incredibly simple. In my own life, when I just started thinking like the version of me who was already in the relationship, who was already married, who was already a mother, who was already successful, the 3D caught up so quickly, it just almost just naturally appeared. Because when you start thinking that this is who you are, the manifestation shows up without you even trying. My newest 6-week program called Becoming Her is the program for you to stop reinforcing this old identity, to truly let it go, and to do the inner work that actually is going to shift you into the new identity of the version of you who has all the things that you want. If you want to join me in this experience, I would love that. The link is directly below. If you want to know the single affirmation you can start saying today to totally change your entire reality, it's the only affirmation you need, definitely watch this video next. Thank you so much for being here with me in this video. I love being here with you. I'll see you soon. Bye.